Alright, so I'm going to run a quick in the bag video here to show what I need in backups. I'm not going to show all my discs. I guess I will show all my discs, but I don't really need backups to all of them. As for some of them I'm still working on. I do have a couple discs in my bag that aren't legacy that I'm trying to find replacements to, and the main one that I really need to find a replacement to, because of the other one I already have one, is this right here. This is an old R Pro Rhino, beat to shit. Basically my main go-to throwing putter. Thing's money. It's hard to get rid of. Hard to find something that flies like it. This thing will flip up regardless and just sail. So if you have anything maybe that might take that spot, it would be great. But until I lose it, it's going to be hard to replace. So that's my old Rhino. I'll give a shout out to Mr. Fantadisc right now, because this just added into my bag. It's a 167 pin law, which, as a lot of people that know me know, I throw a lot of lighter weight pin laws. That's my main go-to flyer. So I've got that pin law there. I've got my Ace disc, which is the first run lavender law. As you see, I got a gnarly nick out of that. It's actually falling off. So, gouge. I got one replacement for this, so that will probably be coming out pretty soon because I don't like that. So, on to another pin law. I'm really loving these. The lightweight Pinnacle stock run. They're really nice for straight flyers for me with a strong finish. They're very good for low skip shots too. If you need to get under something, just throw it flat and straight, nice low to the ground. It gives a nice flare skip at the end, even a couple flare skips if you get a good throw on it. So I have another one of these. I'm really looking for these because I know I'm not going to be able to find lavender laws forever, so this is my next go-to besides my lavender law. If I want to stretch something out for a far distance, I'll throw my lavender law. But if I don't need it to go as far, this is my go-to. Let's see. For my flick shot, I have an Icon 167 Outlaw first run. So I don't really flick very often. I need to incorporate that into my game more, but this is my stable flicking disc. I need to work in understable so I can stretch them out, but I haven't. It's not warm here, so I haven't been able to get out and do much field work, so that's a next thing that I'm going to be working on. Not really sure what disc I'm going to need to do that. I have the Pinnacle Nemesis 172. This thing, I don't throw it as often as I should. I need to work that into my game too. Another main go-to is my Blue Legend Mongoose, which I know they just released more. I've got my hands on one at least. So that's a disc that I've been throwing a lot of lately to practice with it and get it going into my bag, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really loving the flight pattern on it. It's just money whichever way you go. Any way you want to throw it, it'll hold a line. I mean, it's money. That's all I can say about it. If you have not thrown one of these, you want to get your hands on one. Right now they're on Legacy Pro Shop. Grab you one. I will not say it. I can't stress it enough. Get you one of these Legend Mongoose. Everybody loves them. They're hard to find once they're gone. My Patriot, I love it. Lightweight. I throw pretty much all lightweight. Just love how they fly. I mean, I've got some go-tos when I need something more stable, but I love my lightweight. This is a 164 flippy. I can put it out and know it's going to flip and go where it go. I'm a lefty, so I know it's going to go right. This is the only one light one I have, so if I lose this, I have to go heavier, and I'm not really fond of going heavier. I do have a heavier one, but it's not as flippy as this one. It's not going to hold as well as this one, so there's that. What else do we got? 169 enemy. We all know what it does. It goes hyzer. Okay. So that is my only one. I really don't throw this unless I absolutely have to. I don't like really stable. I like something that's going to flip up. So this is just a utility disc for me. I will throw it if I have to. If I need to get out of a situation. Next, my rival. This is a 165. I have a few more rivals, heavier ones. 165. This thing has been money for me. I can throw this thing and it just goes a mile. Money, straight, nice finish. So as you see, I like my lavender lightweights. I don't know why, but I do. So there's that one. I've got my Icon Nemesis. This is just flippy too much. I need to take this out. I need to get something heavier. I've tried, I mean, this is just straight roller out of your hand regardless. You don't even have to put any effort into it to roll it. It just flips to roll. So there is that benefit of it. But for anything else, this is useless unless I'm wanting to roll it. Or unless I'm wanting to do a really huge Sky Annie. I can throw this on a really big, huge Sky Annie. I can throw it flat, high, and know it's going to turn and just soar. Which I did have to do about a month ago, and it worked out. But it's way too flippy. So I got my other Icon enemy for certain shots that I can't use Pinnacle, that I need some more stability. So first run Icon Outlaw, sorry. More stable than Pinlaws, in my opinion. It's a 174, so if I need something to finish hard, I know that will come back regardless. If I'm throwing into a headwind, a strong headwind, I'm not going to throw my lightweight Pinlaws. I might throw the stock one with the Coffinator stamp on it, but I will not throw my Lavender Law because I know it's not going to come back. It will. I'll definitely throw this instead. This thing will come back. I know that. This is beef at the end, and everybody knows it. So then I've got Coffinator Rampage Slimer. This thing's money. It's stable. If I need something stable, this is it. This one's nice and seasoned, so this one's gonna fly flat. It's gonna come back. This is another go-to when I'm in a headwind. So if I need something shorter than my Outlaw, I'm going with this as my Rampage. So I mean, I also have a second run Pinnacle Rampage that I will show in a second. That is also, if I get into extreme headwinds, we know that this is beef. So this, if I'm in an extreme situation with extreme wind, you know, there's no other disc that I know that's going to hold up to it except for this. The enemy might, but it's lightweight, so who knows. This I know is going to fight the wind. I've never had it turn over on me into a headwind, and I know it's going to be consistent. So if I need to throw something that's going to fight the wind, it's this. We have another Slimer Outlaw. Not much action on this. It's basically in my bag, and I haven't really thrown it all that much. I mean, I'll throw it when I'm out practicing field work, and I know it's an outlaw, so it's gonna fly like an outlaw, and I can practice with it. But that's, to the most part, what I use it for, is just practice. It's a tad bit more stable than my other ones, so that there's that going for it too, if I really need to reach in my bag for something. And I feel that that's the shot that I need it for. I mean, it'll come out, but not very often at all. It's just in there. We got the Glow Nemesis flag stamp. It's nice. But I haven't really worked this into my bag yet either. I just put it in. Probably should start working on that instead of that icon that I showed. This is going to be more stable. So, and I'll work on that too. So that's not really a go-to. So far, I've only got a couple that I need to really back up, and this is one of them. This is my ghost. This is my go-to ghost, and I have not seen very many of them, but this thing, I just can't say enough about it. It's stiff. It's Legend Silver Surfer. It's a 178. This thing is just, since I got it, I put it in my bag, I've just fallen in love with it. Like I said, it's the only one I have. Not many people have shown these. I don't know if there's many out there, but it's just, I love it. I'm in love with it. I throw this all the time. I can throw it on skip shots. I can throw it in the air. I can throw it, stretch it out. I can do anything with this disc. It's just money for me. I need more of these. Can't stress it enough. I need more of these. Silver Surfer Ghosts. I got the Coffinator Ghost, tad bit more stable for when I need it. Thanks, Josh Beef, for giving me this one. It backed up. It took over a spot for me for the Pinnacle. I like this one more than the Pinnacle. It's just, it's a protege, and I'm not too fond of the Pinnacle. Well, I mean, the Pinnacle Ghost it's nice. I like it, but I like more stiff on my Ghost. So this worked out well. Thank you. Another disc that I've just been in love with since I started playing again. I've had it in my bag since I started playing it again, so it's kind of a sentimental value to me. It just flies so nice for me. I can stretch it out. It's the EMAC Buzz SS, and I really want to take it out of my bag. I really do. It's basically a gauge. It's just one thing that I've been throwing for years and years and years and years and years, and it's hard to get rid of. And I reach for my gauge most of the time now, but this is just in my bag, just basically for some sentimental value. I throw it just to throw it, but basically my gauge will do the same thing. So that's there for just to be there. And then of course my gauge. I got a first run pin gauge, lightweight, 168. Thing does exactly like my Buzz SS. It's the same thing, and it might be a slight bit more stable than Buzz SS, but it gets the job done. And then I've got the Icon Grinder gauge. This thing, gummy. It's new release. This thing is just, I like it. I tend to reach for my Silver Surfer though. So this thing, it'll stay in my bag for now, I guess, but it might come out, it might stay in. Depends on what the weather does to it, how I feel with it once I get it out and play with it a little bit once it gets warmer, and exactly how gummy it actually gets, because like I said, I like my Ghost stiff, but I also like a gummy feel. So there's that. Then putters. Of course, I got my Rhino that I showed you. The money Rhino for me. And that's there. Use that for up shots. Use it for long range, driving off the tee, whatever. But then my main putter is Hunter. Right now I have a Protege Hunter in there. I lost all my Gravity Hunters. Actually, I did find a couple, so I'm going to be putting those back in my bag. But Gravity Hunters, here, I actually need to grab those real quick. I found a couple in my garage the other day, so Gravity Hunters, money putters, I love them. They're going back in my bag. I think these are the only two I have left, so definitely need some more of those. If anybody has a line on some, let me know. We can work something out. Yeah, that's. And then, of course, I got the, got to get a shout out to Legacy. Great bag. Legacy Rebel. Upper Park Designs did a great job putting this bag together for Legacy. And Legacy, thanks for doing that. Great bag. Just lightweight. Does the job. Stands up to whatever. You're on a hill, it'll stay up. I mean, it's just a great bag. So. Thanks for watching. If you have anything that you might be willing to sacrifice, that's what I need. All right, thanks.